Hey everyone, welcome to the Traditional Real Estate Show. Houston market moves, neighborhood news, and stories shaping where we live, work, and invest. I'm Dylan Lauren with Traditional Realty Group. Today, downtown's newest tower lands its fourth major tenant. A $1.6 million square foot industrial park trades hands. Eli Lilly confirms a 6.5 biomanufacturing facility. And we break down the latest signals in Houston's multifamily. So let's get into the Traditional Real Estate Show. Let's get into it. Downtown's newest office trophy is filling fast. Third Coast Infrastructure has signed 21,000 square feet at Norton Road's Fulbright Tower. The Skanska developed tower at 1550 Lamar delivered last year. That makes 4 tenants now within the tower. Anchored by Norton Rose Fulbright, Hicks Johnson PLLC finishing its move-in, Boston Consulting Group slated for later this year, and Third Coast arriving in 2026. The building sits roughly 62% leased, with the ground floor activated from Tenfold Coffee and Zadaranda by Chef Hugo Ortega. Third Coast is relocating headquarters from Hess Tower, so it will still be downtown, but the address will be a little bit shinier in its new building. From skyline deals to sprawling footprints, a big industrial change of hands in Northwest Houston. Brennan Investment Group and PCCP formed a joint venture to acquire a 16-building, 1.3 million square foot portfolio at 6401 North Elridge Parkway. From Innovex International, the price tag was $90 million, and Innovex will lease back through the year end at $650,000 per month, while it completes its consolidation after its merger with Drillquip. The building spans 11,000 and 450,000 square feet and were designed for manufacturing. Brennan's CIO called the caliber and scale very rare, and especially with limited new supply in the heavy manufacturing products. It's also the first partnership between Chicago-based Brennan and LA-based PCCP, another signal of national capital leaning into Houston's industrial base. And speaking of scale, how about 6.5 billion of it? Eli Lilly has confirmed a 6.5 billion synthetic medicine API manufacturing facility at Generation Park, Northeast Houston. Chosen from over 300 proposals nationwide, it's the second of 4 U.S. facilities Lilly expects to announce this year, and one of the largest life science investments in Texas history. The project promises 4,000 construction jobs and 615 permanent high-wage jobs, with an estimated 4-to-1 economic impact. The state backed it with a $5.5 million enterprise fund grant and a $146 million from the Texas Jobs and Energy, Technology, and Innovation Program. Strategically, Lilly's move is about onshoring to shorten lead times and secure supply chains. The Houston site will produce ingredients for several medications, including development of the first oral GLP-1 medication, a potential game changer for diabetes and obesity care. So why Houston? Talent, power reliability, the Port of Houston for logistical purposes, and the innovation ecosystem that's maturing fast here in town. Strong fundamentals don't erase every headwind. Let's check in on the apartment market. After a sluggish 2023 and 2024, Houston's multifamily sales are picking up as prices and borrowing costs ease. Brokers tracked roughly $1.1 billion in the first half of 2025 in their trades, with velocity expected to accelerate in quarter 4. Pricing is doing its job. Houston's average price per unit was $156,000 in quarter 2, the highest in 2 years, but still below the Texas average of $178,000 and the U.S. average of $217,000. That discount, plus steadier rent trends than the oversupplied Austin, is luring in capital back to the Class A and B stock. The pain point? Class C apartments, unfortunately. Many pandemic-era buys had floating rate debt and aggressive portfolios. With higher debt servicing and flat to modest rents, some deals are upside down, and experts warn a wave of distressed properties coming to market. We're already seeing notes being filed for auction and foreclosure, and in very extreme cases, trades at $25,000 per door where stabilized values were $100,000 just a few years ago. Expect lenders to try to triage and work things out, while many institutional buyers continue to avoid deep sea value apartments because of the risk. Quick hits to keep your week moving and traveling smoother. Accessibility win. George Bush Intercontinental, IAH, and Hobby are the first airports in Texas to offer free on-demand ASL interpreting via Era ASL. Travelers can connect to live professional interpreters by video to navigate check-ins, gates, and concessions, restrooms, and baggage claim, raising the bar on inclusive travel. From apartments to offices, an investor with jewelry roots just bet on Westchase. Texas Jewelry District LP, affiliated with wholesaler Jacquemin, acquired a Westheimer Central Plaza, a 10-story, 182,000 square foot office tower at 11200 Westheimer, just west of Beltway 8. The brokers frame this deal as a long-term confidence play in the submarket of Westchase and the continued attraction of regional national tenants. Now to two communities shaping the public realm, Tomball and Jersey Village. Tomball City Council and the EDC reviewed updated concepts to convert the former First Baptist campus into a legacy square, a mixed-use cultural hub. Feedback from the July 11th open house, about 200 attendees, showed, and the top pick was a performance venue with 185 votes. New renderings from Studio Red proposed a reconfigured sanctuary seating up to 750 with the flexibility of having an event in the banquet space, and design nods to German Texas heritage. Parking would be the challenge. The downtown is already short with roughly only 130 spaces, and the Legacy Square could add hundreds in demand. The solution on the table include remote lots with the shuttle trolley connections, web management services, continues feasibility, and will return in roughly 2 months with programming, operations, and funding recommendations. And on to Jersey Village. They released the draft of a 10-year comprehensive plan of 53 recommendations, 22 high priority, covering land issues, flood risks, transportation, and economic growth. Development with the Antero Group. 5 headline goals were strengthen and resilient local business environment, attract young families and service residents across generations, preserve and enhance parks and green space, market success to spur economic development, build a safe and multimodal transportation network. The tactics includes a mixed use along Highway 290, which has been pre-approved with housing plans to streamline permitting, a stormwater utility, rec facility upgrades, expanding sidewalks. Demographically, growth is modest, 115 to 400 new residents over 20 years, with 54% of the land currently residential. Public hearing is on October 20th, 7 to 8 p.m. at the Civic Center Auditorium. For students and for families, mark your calendars. Free college application week runs October 13th to the 19th. Texas residents can apply to state public colleges and universities with no application fee, but you must apply through Apply Texas. It covers the first-time transfer and returning undergrads, not graduate programs, international or out-of-state applications, with many seniors applying to 5 to 10 schools at $60 to $75 each. This week can save families hundreds. Let's head back to the retail streets of Rice Village and beyond. In Rice Village, Fifth Corner acquired the high-visibility Morningside and Times Corner, about 28,000 square feet of office space and 38,000 square feet of retail. and is across from the 2400 Times, 2400 Rice, and the 2444 Times. The broker called it a landmark opportunity thanks to the walkability demographics. Redevelopment is planned to complement the rest of Rice Village with a curated tenant mix. Some existing tenants may remain, while new tenants will be recruited. Elsewhere, Starbucks is closing 7 Houston area stores as part of a national initiative, roughly 1% of the North America reduction, to end the year with 18,300 storefronts. The affected addresses include Smith, Studemont, Montrose, Memorial, Buffalo Speedway, Westheimer, and Highway 6 South in Missouri City. The company is offering transfers where possible and severance for those who can't be placed. Dining notes, Boscat Kitchens and Libations closed its River Oak spot at 4310 Westheimer, ending regular service after nearly a decade. The 7,400 square foot space will be used for private events through year end, and Boscat, the Woodlands, remains open. We'll close with a new civic and cultural landmark that's nearly here. Along Allen Parkway at 2323, the Ismaili Center, Houston, designed by Farish Mousavi, is on track to open late 2025, the first in the United States and the 7th worldwide. Think 150,000 square feet on 11 acres of architecture and gardens, education spaces, library, black box theater, cafe, expeditions, and public art by Jaume Plenza. It's envisioned as a 100-year building and blends tradition and technology while welcoming both Ismaili and non-Ismaili for prayer, cultural programming, and also dialogue, a powerful civic edition overlooking the skyline. Today we covered downtown leases, industrial mega deals, biomanufacturing onshoring, and multifamily split between stabilized A and B and stress C, plus a Westchase office buy, community building plans in Tomball and Jersey Village, accessibility at the airports, free college application day, Rice Village reinvestment, and a couple of notable closures. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or leasing, we're here to help you every step of the way. Me and my team can help you in all parts of town. Whether you're looking for a condo near Discovery Green, looking for a multifamily investment, or wanting to have some retail commercial space in Rice Village, we'll be here for you. Call or text at 281-726-6969. You can email me at info@traditionhtx.com, and please follow us on our social medias. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for listening to the Tradition Real Estate Show. I'm Dylan, and we'll see you next week. And until then, Houston, have a wonderful day.